So I had a conversation with the devil. His voice so sweet, I could say he wasn't evil. If that voice belonged to a human, I'd name that soul an angel. To better my mind, he spoke in parables. All these years I've been alive, I thought the devil didn't read Bibles. He quoted scriptures and verses, but spoke them as if they were curses. He quoted scriptures as if they were meant to hurt us. He then started asking me questions, but as if he had the answers, he insisted I reply. While on a piece of paper, he was jotting ticks and crosses, representing right and wrong. I could tell that from his gestures. I wanted to ask him a question, but as if he read my mind, he said, "Ask, you shall be answered." I then asked him what he thought of God. He humorously laughed and said, "That is something of which I never thought." But regardless of how hard or how awkward the situation, he still went on to answer my question. I thought, the devil was just a fool. He could never play cool or tell the truth. He could never tell me that he admired God, but then again, who wouldn't admire God? So, as my inquisitive self started to get to me, I was about to ask another question, but he was too smart for me. He said, "You've had your chance to do the questioning. Now it's your turn to do the answering." And before I could put an knowledgeable remark, he said, "How do you know that God actually exists? How do you know that your daily prayers don't just disappear into thin mist? And please be honest when answering this, because I'd really like to hear what you really think." Paused for a moment, because I knew he had a point. Worshipping God was nothing but a choice. How could I worship a God that I have never seen? A God that I most probably never meet? I thought of this Bible that I often read. Wasn't it written by people like me? Is this Bible actually fooling me? I thought of the question again. Do I know that God exists? No, I didn't. But now I do, and yes, devil, it's because of you. See, if you're here telling me this, it just goes on to prove that God really does exist. And you just don't want me worshipping him. Besides, I've never doubted him. And you of all people should know that, because you're his biggest fan.